Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Outside the Cage podcast. This will be episode 10. Decent week last week, overall record-wise, not so good betting-wise. Had a couple bad fights that we put in there we really didn't trust. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this week. I think there's some decent fights, decent matchups on this week's card. So let's get into it. Stacey, anything you want to go over last week that kind of just surprised you?
What surprised me? All the finishes. That surprised me. People came and banged
that
last week.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. Congratulations to all the tough winners. I hope you guys end up having good careers. Change the
Congratulations to all
trajectory.
the tough fighters. Brian Battle, what a knockout.
Yeah, 100%. That was my boy. You know that. Chad knows that's been my boy since the beginning. Congratulations. I hope you guys' career ends up going well. You changed the trajectory of tough fighters and how they look after they win and stuff.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Two Usmans.
Yeah, both of the Usmans
champions.
That's wild. That's wild, brother. The first brothers, if I'm not correct, to do that.
Has to be. That has to be.
Yeah.
Has to be. Anything else? I mean, the only real bad bet that I think me and you that crushed our bets was Luque. And then you said Egger. Like you said, you just didn't feel like you should have put her on a lot after the
Edgar, that was shit. I'm sorry, but I understand. Okay, look. I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna be that armchair criticizing. But look. All I gotta say is that was.
Be careful with your money on women's MMA.
Be
What's
careful,
value on that?
Because who could have predicted that? Okay, she probably did tap, but she didn't sell it at all that she didn't tap. So I mean, I automatically knew once they were like,
I mean, that was a weird way. That was a weird way to finish it. Like,
yeah. Her arm was trapped, and it was in a full submission.
The fucking ref didn't stop it when Tony's arm was bent backwards. You think Charles stopped?
Yeah,
like
it depends. Yeah, no. You don't stop. You don't stop a submission. Like,
you don't
if you
stop.
have to,
you
gotta break the arm. I mean,
people go to sleep all the time, right?
All the
time.
You
don't stop.
All the time. You don't stop. Like, but yeah, that's all. That was really what in Luque.
Yeah,
Luque was.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the Luque one was one that really hurt us.
Yeah.
Neil looked amazing.
Yeah,
Neil looked amazing. I did not think he was gonna be prepared for a war, but Luque honestly kind of looked flat to me as well. Like he looked like he was just sitting in front of the punches and didn't really have a game plan for Neil. Yeah, like you said, that left hand was just getting through so clean.
Neil found a game plan. He found a way in his guard, and I think Neil just kept exploiting it. And like you said, he was looking flat. Luque wasn't standing on his toes. He wasn't doing anything to overwhelm Neil. Like, that was his zone, the boxing. So.
Yeah. I agree. Jamal Hill, good. That was a great fight.
That was a war.
Santos, that was a great fight. That was a war. I think that pretty much covers it. Other than maybe I'd like to see Terrence McKinney get out of round one at some point.
At some point,
he just doesn't. At some point in his UFC career. But yeah, I think that covers it. I'll let you kick off this card. You kick off this card. See where we're at.
All right. So
my
we
boy.
got a pretty. Yep. Oh, we starting this off with it looks like the Josh Quinlan, Jason Witt fight. Interesting.
Nah. There's one before that. I thought.
Is there? Wait, let me see.
Yeah.
Sorry, ignore me.
The Moroccan Devil.
Yeah, we got Chad's boy right here, Yusuf.
No, he's a mid-tier to mid-tier fighter.
Yeah, it's just somebody.
He's wild. He's
somebody
wild.
You like just in the division, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think this is a good start to this card. This card is pretty it's a nice long card, which I like. It's a good division shifter card, I think, like with the mid-tier fighters and everything like that.
It has a chance for a guy. Well, Zalal, I don't know. He might be cut because he's on a 3-fight losing streak, but
Zalal has to do something here. I think.
But listen to the last people that Zalal has fought.
Okay.
So he fought Sean Woodson. I wouldn't say because Zalal has no ground game. So anybody that can stand with you, it's going to be a decent, good matchup. But decision went to Sean Woodson, not a bad boxer. Then he lost to Sting, Sung Woo, by decision, not a bad loss. And then his last fight before that, he lost to Topuria by decision. Those are the three good loss. I mean, those aren't bad losses.
Those aren't bad
Those
at
are
all.
pretty
No.
good fight.
He was on a good trajectory since then. That's the crazy part because he was on a 3-win streak.
Yeah, the only thing that I don't like about him is that like if the dude has any resemblance of a ground game, I think Zalal's probably gonna lose because I just don't think he can stop many takedowns.
Now,
so that's gonna be my. This is what I want to do. I want to change up how we do it because we give our picks Friday. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of preview the fight. Like I'm not gonna give any picks right now and say it can possibly change Wednesday, whatever. I'm just gonna say Zalal should win this fight if he doesn't get taken down. And that'll be my preview.
So are we giving? Are we gonna give like just just?
I mean, I just feel like it has more incentive. I just feel like it has more incentive for our viewers to come back Friday to listen. You know
100%. Yeah. We holding it now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like if we give our picks and you pick, say you pick Kai over Moreno Wednesday, what's the point of them coming back Friday if you didn't change your pick?
No, facts. I 100% agree.
So, I mean, I just think we should kind of preview the fight and then give our opinion of what you might see happening. And that should cut down our time on why.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Getting into it, though, I think... I just think that use is law, like you said, you covered it with he's on a little skid now and he needs to win this fight. The issue is I don't know who this Damon Blackshear dude is. He's a wild card, so who knows if he's
that's what I'm
power,
saying. It's like if he has any resemblance of wrestling. Any resemblance of wrestling.
Yeah, anything. And this guy looks like a grappler. If I look at all his past wins, it looks like he hasn't been in the UFC. This is his debut, but he's won by submission in 3 out of 4.
That's a tough UFC debut.
Oh yeah, use is the law. But it's a good matchup. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I think I'm gonna avoid betting on this. Honestly, I'm not going. I'm not gonna pick a side. I forgot. So I think if Zalal can keep him on the feet, he can tap him up, and he should potentially win by points. I don't really see a knockout unless this dude's probably doesn't have a chin or just gets caught. But yeah, that's what I see in this fight.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the next fight of the night. Oh, dude, I'm so glad one of the fights got canceled. Like the one fight of this card that could get is Aspen Ladd and Sarah McMahon.
Thank God.
Like if that's one, if there's one fight to get canceled, that. So Witt and Quinlan, I think Quinlan. This was supposed to be on last card, right?
Yeah. It's that drug thing, but I don't know really what happened. But
I don't know what happened either. I'm still gonna take Quinlan just because I don't think Jason has any threat on the stand-up. I gave my pick last week. That's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna take Quinlan, but I think it could go. I think Witt could edge out a decision if he grinds him. I think Witt has the ability to wrestle, and if Quinlan can't stop that, I could see a Witt decision. Or I could just see Witt potentially get knocked out in the early 2 rounds just because I don't think he poses much of a threat standing.
Yeah.
He's not fast enough. When you watch him strike, it's just like everything looks telegraphed and it's not very good.
Yeah. I remember, I think Josh Quinlan was on the Contender Series, I think. He was. I remember watching that. It was a little weird stoppage, but because I think it ended in a no contest. But Quinlan he's that good. He has a good striking base. I think he has the physique for it. I think all Quinlan has to do in here against Jason Witt is be that technical kind of all he has to do is jab.
Exactly. All he has to do is not get outside of himself.
Exactly. Don't overextend. Jason Witt's going to try to catch you if you overextend. If you don't do that, you should ease your way to victory.
Unless he gets wrestled. Unless
Jason
grinds him out, clinches him. Yeah,
100%.
Clinches him up against the cage. And I could see it happen. That's why I'm a little afraid of this fight, to be honest. Just because I don't know how really good... I know Jason Witt's been in the UFC. I don't really know how good Quinlan is.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, I'm going to just say that Quinlan, his striking is better than Jason Witt's right now. Now, like you said, the wild card is wrestling. But, yeah, I think Quinlan just needs to point him up and try to point him up.
I think me and you have both learned our lesson from it. There are different levels on the ground. But when you have a fighter that's I'm not sure he's way above Quinlan on the ground, but when he's takedown or bust, I never like going with that fighter.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of like
that's the worst type of fighter to go for.
And I kind of felt it, after the Curtis Blades Derek Lewis fight where I bet it. I was like, man, I was really betting minus 400 just that he would land a takedown.
Yeah,
because he didn't have the advantage on the hands. You know, like, it's just like I don't know how good. Because once that first takedown stuff, you're like, oh shit.
For example,
be a long fight.
I hate to bring it up, but Tank Shore and Ricky Simone fight. It just came down to wrestling levels, and like you said, once you saw Ricky Simone stop that first takedown.
Once Jack Shore didn't have the advantage on the ground anymore, you were like, damn.
And then he started striking him up, and the momentum just changed. So, yeah, I agree with you, Chad, there. But I'm gonna take just because we said it last week, I'm gonna edge Quinlan here. I think Quinlan should get it done. He looks like a fake Keanu Reeves right now. I kind of dig the look. So, give me Quinlan.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just say that now.
I like this fight in terms of a matchup. I don't think it's a great matchup. I like it. I mean, a great division fight. I like it a lot in terms of the matchup
to move up.
No, well, I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this next.
Oh
fight.
yeah.
That's a fine matchup too.
Oh,
look at the next fight. Let me know what you think about that.
So it looks like we got, if I'm not correct,
I like the matchup.
We have O'Day Osborne versus Tyson Nam. I love the matchup.
I like that kickboxing. I like the kickboxing matchup. I think that should be an exciting fight.
Me too. But I'm gonna be honest here. I think I like the Jamaican brother here because the thing is, I feel like all he has to do is not saying all he has to do, but his last fight that I seen with him, I'm pretty sure he dusted. Who was it? He dusted Zaruk Adashev. And then he looked good in his decision against CJ Vergara. He lost against Manel Kopp. I think that O'Day has been through a lot of good fights to build his experience in the UFC. I think he's going against very competitive fighters. And I think that his last fight showed improvement. Tyson Nam, 38 years old. He's getting older. He's been in the company for a while.
He's in shape as hell, though.
Oh, yeah. I believe it. I believe it. He was in a war with Matt Schnell, who he lost by decision to. It looks like before that he knocked out Jerome Rivera. Like, it's been good, but I don't like the fact that he has been fighting so sporadically because it looks like I only have documentation of the past 4 years, and it looks like he's probably had a fight each year. So, I mean, I think O'Day being the more active fighter, being that long type of, power puncher, I think O'Day just has to get in his flow, start dancing with him, use some footwork, and he can touch up Tyson Nam. Let me look at the reach.
Yeah.
Wait, let me look at the reach. 68 inches for Tyson Nam. O'Day
has 72, right?
72 inch reach. I think O'Day has that reach. All he has to do is stay long on him. I think he can find that knockout, especially if it's too.
I think you're right. I think you broke down it pretty well. O'Day's looked really good in his last few performances. Tyson Nam has some pretty crazy stuff to throw at you.
Oh yeah,
but I don't think that's anything that honestly O'Day couldn't do himself
or take.
So nothing that Tyson, obviously there's always that chance that he gets caught, but for anything that Tyson Nam throws at O'Day, I think O'Day's going to be ready for it. Honestly, I don't really see a wrestling match here. I don't see any one of them shooting. I like how straight O'Day's punches are. O'Day has a really good jab and he has a really good straight.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take O'Day, like you said. I think he's just honestly the more active fighter right now. He's the better fighter. I think he's coming off some better wins than Tyson Nam. And, I think it's just going to be another pad to O'Day's record. I don't know if a knockout's going to happen here. O'Day might just really play it technically smart and just try to point him. And I'm going to go with the decision probably either way. But this fight looks like a good kickboxing fight to go to the decision.
Yeah,
I think.
I like that. The only reason I say that is just because I think Tyson's going to bring a little war. And I think he seems like the type of fighter.
I think it's a good matchup.
That's it. That's the reason.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so this fight, I don't know too much about these guys. These guys, I feel like this one could be just a cut fight.
So
For me, like, I don't.
The Vera is
It's
the American bad boy
It's a Gabriel, yeah,
versus Gabriel.
and that's the dude.
Motley.
Yeah.
Oh, he lost to Onama.
So this, yeah, he got
was
knocked
him.
out,
Okay.
and then the other dude got knocked out by Steve Garcia,
Okay.
who's not very good at all.
Yeah.
So this one, this is the fight that I'm probably not going to bet on.
Yeah.
To be real, I don't know either way really which way this is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Both looks like they don't have a solid like chin right now, so I'm going to say maybe under 2.5 rounds if it stays like that, and just take the under on it, just because you would think if it's going to be a cut fight, maybe both these guys come out swinging. I mean, what's Gabriel's 22-11,
10.
22-10,
Mm-hmm.
and what is the other guy, like 11-8?
The other guy is 11-8.
So I mean, this is a matchup that's not really. These guys aren't going anywhere in the UFC right now.
Yeah.
So they're either going to try to make a name for himself, or it's going to be just a completely crap fight that I just don't think is going to be very good. So I'm gonna take the under on this, just and leave it like that, and just hope that one of these guys finds a way to finish the other.
Yeah. Honestly, I remember I've watched a few Altiveros fights. He's not good. He's just from what I've seen,
if any UFC fighter, I'd like to take pride as like I know you do in having a pretty good memory. If I don't recognize your name at all, like, and you've had UFC fights, you've insanely disgusted me.
Yeah.
You've insanely
Because
disgusted
I guarantee you, I know you've seen probably a few of this guy's fights. Because I know you watched Kevin Holland and Steve Garcia.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure I've watched them, but if you have looked so just disgusting and like I don't need to keep you on my radar, then yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, they could. That's what I'm saying. That's why I like the under, because I feel like this fight for either guy is a chance to maybe get a bonus and prove themselves.
No, I like that. I like the under. Yeah. I feel like Gabriel Benitez should win this fight though, just based off his style, and he's a really good kickboxer. I'd say that he's maybe potentially better than Charlie with the kickboxing. I think that he had some kind of hard opponents, and David Onama, tough opponent. And then he had Billy Q, tough opponent, a grindy striker dude. I just think Charlie's really bad. I may potentially throw something on this fight. Wait, let me look at that. You got Benitez at minus 357. I think you should listen to Chad.
I haven't looked at any odds right now. I'm trying not to look at odds until like Friday, where I
100%. Yeah,
but
I just want to say now it is 1.5.
Because you know. Okay, 1.5.
Yeah, that's what
I might just take fight to not go the distance.
Vegas knows. Vegas knows. Vegas knows exactly what you're saying. But yeah, bro. Give me the. I like the tough Mexican here. I like the tough Mexican in this spot.
He goes. Now I have to take the deal. Now I have to
from
take
Tijuana. Come on, yeah. He is. I'm telling you, he is ready. He is. That is a tough Mexican, Chad.
Go pull out a freaking knife in his damn glove.
I'm telling you,
maybe.
Give me, I like the tough Mexican here in this spot. I think is maybe pretty confident, but I'm not touching that line at all.
That line, for both of those guys that aren't elite or aren't high level at all.
Coming off 2 losses,
that's terrible.
Ridiculous.
That is terrible. All right, who we got next?
Up next, we have the greatest fight of all time.
There he goes. Not the greatest fight of all time. Did you see they're bringing UFC to Brazil?
I did see that. Rio de Janeiro.
So I really want Charles to win now in Abu Dhabi and then have that rematch with Khabib in Brazil.
That would be huge.
Bro, that would be so
Brazil
wild.
Flag everywhere.
So hold on. Sorry to take you off topic here. Let's have this little conversation. Who would you want to see on that Brazil card? I'd like to see Burns.
Burns, Charles.
I'd like to see Lemos.
You're not getting Amanda on there.
No, she just fought. I'd like to see Lemos on there.
Amanda
Lemos.
I'm trying to think of something.
There has to be some more.
Wait, let me look at this for people real quick.
Is Pantoja Brazilian? I think Pantoja's Brazilian.
I want to say he's something else. Wait, Brazilian UFC fighters.
No, isn't he Ecuadorian?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I guarantee he's from. Yeah, he's Ecuadorian because the Cheeto.
Because I was like, he's training with Cheeto. Yeah.
It looks like you have. Oh, why are they showing me the greatest of all time? Sorry, guys.
Thiago Santos just got busted, so he ain't fighting. I mean, he might be ready by the time that comes around. I don't know. Just throwing out some names. Just throwing out some names.
Yeah, I can't even. For some reason, I can't even think of any right now. But yeah,
I mean, I got your head all in the
Jose Aldo.
Oh shit, that would be Jose versus I don't even know.
Yeah, look at
Jose has a fight coming up though. Jose has a fight coming up though.
Oh yeah, he's fighting Marab Davashvili. Yep, that's gonna be huge. So never mind.
That's gonna be big.
You got Jacare Souza.
I don't want.
Glover.
Nah, he done. Oh, Glover versus Yuri in Brazil.
That'd be insane. Yuri would be in hostile ground right there.
Let's see what happens with Izzy and Pereira.
Yeah, that'd be huge. Pereira is he Brazilian?
Yeah,
he's Brazilian. Yeah. See, look, they're everywhere.
All right. Let's move on. I didn't want to get your head out of the gutter. But who was the fight that we were just talking about?
I was talking about none other than the greatest fight of all time.
Oh, the greatest fight of all time.
We got
Cynthia Calvillo versus
Nina Nunes and Cynthia Calvillo. So, I'm going to be straight here.
Does she just rely off her name? How does she get that fight?
Yeah, I mean, she has some.
She
lost. But she just fought Mackenzie during her last fight. So, you gotta give her something there. Yeah.
That's unfair. But that's what I'm saying. How does she get Mackenzie Dern? She's not even close.
So, she was coming off she got a little streak before she started losing. She lost to Tatiana Suarez and Mackenzie Dern, her last two fights. But she was on her fourth fight win streak. She beat Angela Hill, Randa Marcos, Claudia Gadelha. So, good lower tier. Well, Angela Hill being the only mid-tier, I would say, but everybody else is a good lower tier fighter that she's beat. Honestly, bro, I like Cynthia here. Even though Cynthia's coming off a 3-fight losing streak, she fought Andrea.
And she's been knocked out twice.
Yeah, corner. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, knocked out by KGB and got knocked out by Andrade.
Now, people, we gotta see how this weekend goes because I'm gonna be real with you. Women's MMA and
I might stay away.
Listen to him. Look, women's MMA and me have not been working well together. But so don't take.
Which is usually opposite because usually you call.
Yeah, I hit him. I don't know.
Pretty well.
Hey, Vegas did something to me. I think I don't know.
You just might need to take a break.
Yeah,
just take a break 1 week.
I'm not touching this. I'm not touching this.
But I
will say Cynthia. I'm not touching this. All she has to do is wrestle. I would say, or I think she's grindy enough to strike with her and be tough and take any shot that Nina Nunes has on her. Honestly.
See, Stacy, I just don't know. That's I feel like a take down or bust thing. So I'm just gonna go and take the over on this, and I don't think either one of these girls has the ability to get a finish.
Watch, Nina's gonna go in there and do a question mark kick, and
all right, I hope Nina goes in there and does a question mark kick so I can get that damn fight out of the way and on to the rest of the card.
Please,
Please, Nina, but I guarantee you that will not happen.
If
it does happen, I will come on to this podcast with an I Heart Nina Nunes shirt if she knocks her out the first
time. Gotta buy some merch.
All
right, I'm holding you to that.
All right, we got Martin Boudet versus Lacaz.
My name is Lacaz Brzezinski.
Oh God! All right. So
Martin Boudet's that guy that knocked my boy out, ain't he? Nah, he won by decision.
I think so.
Against Chris Barnett.
Yeah.
And just outclassed him that whole fight. And just was striking him up.
I would say the weight advantage in this heavyweight fight's massive. Martin Boudet weighs like close to 260. The other dude weighs like he's an average like
230,
245 or something like that.
235.
So I don't know how that's going to play a factor. Obviously, you give the speed to the the smaller guys.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but the power is in Boudet's hands. I think Boudet's a smart fighter. I think Chris Barnett, that was a good test for him. And I think that Chris Barnett can throw a lot at you. So I'm just going to hope. I don't know if I'm looking for a finish here. I don't know if either guy, I mean, it's heavyweight. So, obviously one punch could do it. I'm going to take the decision again. And I think that Boudet is going to be enough to hold this guy unless this guy's like a crazy animal that comes out and like can tear up the heavyweight division at a lower weight. Which, I mean, we've seen it done before. DC did it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't want to compare him to DC.
Okay.
But yeah, I just think it's going to be a decision fight. Like I said, I don't want to give away my picks really on what I like. I kind of said I like Boudet right now, just because like I think that this dude's not going to be able to throw anything that Huggy Bear didn't, unless he's just a super aggressive wrestler. It's his debut, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Polish. No, he was in Contender Series, I guess, but yeah, this is his first UFC debut. UFC. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I agree with you, man. It's a heavyweight fight. I just don't know what this dude's coming with. He looks like he knows how to finish, but he's fighting at Babylon MMA, so whatever that is. But yeah, I like Martin Boudet in that Chris Barnett fight. The Slovakian, he was just being tough. He's very tall. How tall is the other dude? 6'4". Okay, so they're the same height. 6'4". It's big boys.
Yeah, it's an even matchup besides weight.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just like.
I think Boudet, I don't know if I think you said this, but I think Boudet's going to hit harder. I think he's going to probably be a little bit more technical.
Speed advantage to the guy debuting. I'd say Boudet has power, but also you got to think that laying on him, that clinch work, that's going to tax the other dude.
Oh yeah, and Boudet is just really a striker. He's really that I'm gonna get you in a position to basically just knock you out and either punch you or knee you.
And I don't think he'll have to deal with any spinning wheel kicks this fight.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Give me this. Like Chad said, I'm going to just edge here. I'm going to just give you an edge. I'm going to edge Boudet. I just like his build and his striking, and I think this is a good matchup for him to win it.
I like it. All right. This fight, I kind of want to hear your opinion on. Go ahead. I kind of want to hear you go first on this.
So we got Angie Overkill Hill versus Lupi Godinez. It's a very good fight. So I'm gonna be real here. I think that Lupi should get it done. I think she should get it done here. I really like Angela, but I noticed that Angela in her fights, if she ends up getting overwhelmed or she ends up just getting like too much thrown at her, she just doesn't know how to handle it, or she just doesn't keep up with the pressure and the momentum. You've seen it. She's coming off a 3-fight losing streak. She let me down against Vera. I thought she was going to beat Vera. I mean, it was a pretty close fight, but
that was a close fight. I remember that.
Yeah, but it was just the fact that if you're not beating Vera, I just don't see you beating Lupi. Like, Lupi is a step up there. Like, Lupi is definitely a step up in competition. And I think that Lupi has the wrestling that she needs. She has the striking that she needs. She's rested. She's coming off camp.
Where do you see this going? Do you see a finish happening?
I see this going to decision.
I do.
Honestly. I mean,
I see a finish happening.
Hey, it could.
From Lupi.
It honestly could, but I think they're both tough.
Lupi fights mean as hell.
No, she does.
Lupi fights like a dude. She fights like a dude.
I'm not trying to do MMA
like,
math.
I don't mean that.
But like she has
I'm not
decisions.
either. I'm just saying. Who, Lupi?
Yeah.
Didn't she get her last victory by a finish?
3 decisions her last 3 fights.
Who am I thinking of that?
She got an armbar on Silviana Gomez Juarez, and that was 2021. But you gotta remember, Lupi has had 4 fights within 2 years. So she had 4 fights in 2021. she had 2 fights in 2022.
I don't know who I'm
Or this
thinking.
year,
I don't know who I'm thinking of that had the finish over. I don't know. It might have been Raquel Pennington. Now that I'm thinking about it, but I just don't think to. I don't know. I like Loopy here. I think she's a more aggressive fighter. I think that she could possibly finish Angela Hill. I think Angie Hill, like you said, this is a step up in competition from Verna. And I like, all right, this is my theory. I don't know if there's any truth to the theory. All these fighters that are like going on to ESPN and having their commentary careers, like the Dominick Cruzes, the DC. You remember how DC looked in that Stipe fight? It was trash.
Yeah.
That's why I'm picking Cheeto this weekend.
Yeah.
But like all the other ones, like Michael Chiesa against his fight against Luque looked terrible.
Yeah.
Angela Hills, she's kind of riding that same wave of being on those MMA shows for ESPN. And I think she's kind of starting to get her second life and lose that taste of fighting. I think Loopy's just going to be the more hungry fighter in this competition. And then she might, honestly, I could see Angela Hills saying maybe I'll step away and just do the ESPN shit for right now. I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it. She's what? If she loses this fight, she'll be what, 500, 13-13?
Yeah. Yep, 13-13. I think it'd be time
not that great
to
of a record.
retire, yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So, yeah, I'm with you on that. I think that if you can't beat Verna, I don't know. You don't want to do MMA math, but that's just a step up in competition.
Exactly.
So, that was the last fight on the prelim.
Okay.
I love this fight to kick off the main card. I'm interested to see what happens here. We got GM3, Gerald Meerschaert versus Bruno Silva. That is going to be a war.
That's a battle. That's a war.
I think Bruno should have him if he's smart and doesn't try to ground and pound him or engage in the grappling at all. Gerald's so slick. Gerald can strike and Gerald can catch you, but he should not have the reach, I don't think, or he shouldn't have the power that Bruno does. Now, Bruno kind of swings wild and kind of leaves his chin exposed to get hit a lot, but I don't think Gerald's going to be able to find that timing on his chin. So, like I said, if Bruno fights smart and just doesn't fight crazy like he usually does, I think he should be good as long as he avoids the grappling. That's just my prediction of it and how I see it playing out. If this fight gets to the ground, though, I'd say the edge goes to Gerald. Now, I don't know how real because I'm pretty sure Bruno is also a high black belt. Yeah. But it might be. I think Gerald's just too slick of a submission artist, and I think if you're fighting Gerald, you want to avoid the ground at all costs.
Yeah,
so that's I agree there. My prediction that Bruno should have it in the bag if he avoids the grappling.
I agree there. I'm on your side with this. Honestly, though, I think Bruno Silva is probably going to break Gerald's face, either by make it early knockout or maybe ground and pound. I don't know yet. Maybe I wouldn't test it with ground and pound because that's Gerald's lane. But like I said, I think Bruno's going to be really sharp, and I think he probably is going to knock out Gerald. But we will see. I don't think Gerald has a striking nowhere near Bruno. I've been riding heavy on Bruno. And I've been watching him over the past few years. He's impressive. I think his striking and his technique is getting better. He got into a decision with Alex Pereira, and I just think that's huge. He lost, but still last to decision, and then get knocked out by one of the greatest boxers of all time. I think. So give me.
That's what I'm saying. If you avoid the grappling, he should be fine.
He should break. Give me Bruno to break the face of Gerald Meerschaert. Yeah.
You want Gerald's face to be broken.
I do.
You want Gerald's face to be broken.
Right. We can have fun with that.
All right, I'm not going to go over too much. That Lipsky fight got put on here too.
Yeah, because we went over.
I think me and you both.
Or whatever. But or Wednesday.
We went over it last week. So
who do you have in that edge?
I'm gonna take Lipsky here. Just Lipsky.
Yeah, me too.
Lipsky, just barely. Like I don't like this women's fight at all, bro. You're really not gonna like the fight below the co-main event. I don't know what the hell this is. Why this is on. It's a 20-year-old versus a 23-year-old.
That's just random hell. just a
That's
and put it
random
right
as hell.
there,
I'm
not
not
on the
betting
prelim.
on that fight.
How are you on the main fight?
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so you
on.
just want to give it a quick preview edge to Lipsky.
Yeah, I'm gonna just give it to Lipsky.
Moving
I
on,
think she's
we
better.
have Devin Clark versus Asmat.
Asmat.
Go ahead.
Kanaf.
That's
I don't know. I guess that's Asmat Music Kanaf. Mirza Kanaf.
Mirza Kanaf.
Yeah.
I think that honestly might be it.
Clark.
I'm gonna go with Devin Clark here, man. I'm gonna take the lean towards Devin Clark. Towards Devin Clark, just because he had the ability to knock out William Knight.
I like that.
I don't know much about this dude, but like if you can knock out William Knight, you can strike. I feel like this dude's probably a Russian wrestler. Yeah, he can. I think.
Kickboxing.
He's a kickboxer.
Yeah, Russian kickboxer.
Who's he fought?
I really like him. He knocked out.
I don't really remember any of his fights.
He knocked out on his last fight. In March.
That don't mean shit to me. That don't mean shit to me. But yeah, I'm gonna take Devin Clark here off the durability and the power to knock out. And I think if he can avoid William Knight's stuff, he can avoid the Russian.
Okay. I mean, that's a fair assessment. I always think that Devin Clark, he's kind of alive. Now, I think he gets slept on a little bit. What's his height here? 6'75" inches, 5'10", 71. So you got 4-inch reach. I mean, he has the tools to do what's necessary, I think. He could shock me. But I'm leaning the professional here, the Russian kickboxer. I think that his experience with the kickboxing may just be a little too much for Devin Clark. But seeing as this is only his second fight in the UFC, it's still an open book. We don't know if he can get exploited. We don't know if he can get wrestled. We don't know what plan Devin Clark is coming. I
don't really like my picking this just because I'm kind of 50-50 on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think that I hope it's a good fight. Honestly, I can see a knockout here. I don't like this fight to go the distance. So, but I'm gonna lean Devin Clark, but more than that, I like that it doesn't go distance.
I like that.
All right, this fight you can break it down. I don't even know. Honestly, I think it might come down to who's more ready for the lights of the UFC.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends. We don't know how these girls,
because the 20-year-old actually has more experience.
Yeah,
she has 17 fights to this girl's 8.
Yeah, but we've seen that Brogan and Juliana fight, and I don't mean shit because Brogan got like
it don't matter. It don't matter. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm laying another thing down where I'm staying away from this one. I'm staying away from this.
I don't like this. I don't.
I'm gonna
really
have to look at the odds, how they come.
I see one is from
Tijuana.
I'm gonna
have to look at the odds come. Okay, well that's impressive.
Yeah. Look. That's
always the edge. I'd say let's wait until the lines come out Friday, and let's look at them some more, and then maybe off the value we can take a pick. But I don't like this betting spot here.
I have an eye. I'm gonna leave that. I have an eye on Yasmin. I'm gonna leave it an eye on the girl. That's all I'm gonna say here. An eye. So I'm gonna look at that.
Is that the Tijuana girl?
Yeah.
Is that the Tijuana?
Yeah.
There he goes.
Yeah, the Tijuana. Yasmin Giroux. Yeah, Tijuana girl.
Anyways, all right, let's get to my lock of the week. I'm not going to change this pick. I don't care what. I might throw a couple hundred on this. A couple hundred on the fight to not go the distance.
I feel that.
Onama's going to finish this man in some way. Onama's going to finish this man. This dude fights way too crazy to not hit. Onama's way too technical. I'm going to take the corner of James Krause. I'm going to take him. And, we're going to go with a finish here. Probably in the second round. I don't know. Onama started kind of slow, and it kind of disappointed me last time. It looked like he was looking to counter more than he just was in that war with Mason Jones.
Yeah.
I'm looking for him to get a little bit more comfortable back in the octagon, and I mean, who knows what was going on?
Didn't he just fight?
The one thing I don't like about UFC,
Chad didn't
yeah,
fight?
he just fought, but I mean, he
When we
came
were in
out
Vegas?
untouched.
It was that second week, right?
Yeah, he came out untouched.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
When we were in Vegas, we watched him fight. Yeah. But like I said, the thing about the UFC fights, like, you never know how healthy these guys are going into a fight, even when we bet on them. Like, when you bet on NFL, don't you know if Joe Burrow's questionable?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's wrong. You know everything.
Yeah. I have no idea if Darren Till comes in and fights Derek Brunson on a torn ACL.
Because they hide it.
I have no idea.
They hide it so that
they hide
can
it.
Get,
so they
can pay it after and act
well,
like it's from the fight.
Know. Yeah, or that they don't want the other dude to seriously exploit that weakness.
I mean, that too, yeah. But I'm saying, like, if they going into, like, that's obviously a part. But I'm saying the fucked up part about MMA is a lot of people go into fights injured. Because, like, if they got some injury, because they just, if it happened outside of the fight, it doesn't get paid for by the health insurance. But if it happens in the fight, they can say, oh, I got this from the fight or whatever. And for example, Nick fight off of? Nick Diaz? Like, I forgot what he had. Something with his disc or something.
It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. They shouldn't have made him fight, bro.
Yeah, that was sad.
They shouldn't have made him fight. But, like I said, I think Nate's a good fighter. I mean, he's a tough dude. But Onama's just going to have too many tools to get it done here.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
So, yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Onama, the silent
assassin. You all
assassin.
know how much I'll throw on it Friday.
Yeah, the silent assassin. He has a lot of skills. I think he has a lot of ways that he can win this fight, either by submission or wrestling or striking. I think that he outclasses Nate in almost every way here. But I do think that Nate has some ability, and we can't sleep on him. He may come into this fight looking to wrestle Onama, which I think Onama just needs to stop him, lay and pray, and just needs to stay busy. And if anything, look for a submission.
Well, Onama stopped those takedowns from Mason Jones.
Yeah, that was huge. But
Onama stopped those takedowns from Mason Jones, who I think is a way better wrestler than Nate.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I can say that. But, I think Nate's very hittable.
That's my opinion. That's just my opinion, I think.
Yeah. I think Nate's very hittable.
Yeah.
I think he can get caught.
100%.
I think he leaves his chin kind of open. And I think it's a good fight for Onama to get his name a little bit. So, yeah, I'm leaning Onama here.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
All right. The co-main's done. Quick card. 40-minute video. I guess that's kind of quick for these episodes.
That's quicker.
Yeah, so we got Marlon Vera versus might as well just rip my heart in half for these two, this fight, because I don't know what the hell to do. Actually, I do know what to do, but I don't like what I'm going to do. I don't like what I'm going to do.
Here he goes. I know what he's about to do.
Yeah, I just think the defining factor, and I'm going to preview it, and I'll save it for Friday of what I choose, but I think the defining factor is that Dominick is not as unhittable as he once was. His footwork slowed down, his head movement slowed down. It just comes with age. And then I think Cheeto just has that dog in him that Dominick doesn't have. I think Cheeto can go an extra. I think when you put like legendary chins up there and the UFC right now, it's hard to kind of not put Cheeto up there. Cheeto can literally eat anything. So I'd put. You saw Dominick in his last fight almost get knocked out by Pedro.
Yeah.
He just had one of those wild Dominick comebacks.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure that he can do against Pedro.
Yeah.
Cheeto. So I think it's just going to come down to Dominick slowed down a little bit. Time's just caught up with him. And Cheeto has that dog in him that Dominick I just don't think has anymore.
Yeah.
Like I said, all these guys that are on the commentary teams now, I don't like when they fight again. They don't look good.
Yeah.
Dominick did in his last fight against Pedro, but that's been the one exception.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I agree with you, Chad. Honestly, bro, I think that Cheeto is just on the come up. He's getting better every fight. That he has that dog in him, like you said.
He's adding everything. He's adding new.
new art, new thing, new tools to his arsenal every single time. And you just don't know what to expect from him. What's his game plan going to be? What he's going to do? Like you said, Dominick has gotten slower. I think that his fantasy work isn't going to work on Cheeto. I don't know if he can stay away from Cheeto. Dominick, I think in his last, I forgot how many fights, he's only taken like 70 total strikes. It was some insane number. He's only taken 74 total strikes. And also,
Cheeto's gonna make it a war though, even though if he gets insanely close.
Yeah, I think Cheeto's definitely going to probably bring the dog out round 2, round 3, and start pressuring Dom, looking for the finish potentially. And he's going to have a game plan set in round 1. It may be a round to just sit back and watch what Dom does. But I'm going to lean at Cheeto here.
It's going to be a technical fight because both of these guys have very good game plans usually coming into fights.
Yeah. 100%.
They have good game plans for their opponents.
I just think this is a little hard for Dom.
But
and he's
like you said, I'm gonna give it to, like I said, go ahead.
No, finish it. Go ahead.
Good.
So
I was just saying that I have to give it to Cheeto, the edge to Cheeto right now, just because whenever I see Cheeto, what was it, the last fight, Rob Font?
Yeah.
Started throwing some crazy hook kicks and amazing body kicks in that fight. Then Frankie Edgar before that got a front kick to the face knockout. Davey Grant had beautiful tie clinch work, just giving him elbows from hell. Like, I don't think Dominick, you know what Dominick's going to do. He's going to try to dance around you, and he's going to try to point you with leg kicks. He's going to try to point you with jabs, and he's going to try to maybe wrestle you if he sees an opening. But Cheeto, I have no idea what the hell he's going to throw at you.
Yeah, you just don't. He's going to come up with something new every time, every fight. It's going to be a new game plan, which is why I fuck with Cheeto. I think he should take a fight. That's all I'm going to say.
Cool. All right, you got anything else to add?
Nope. Please like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys for checking this Wednesday podcast. Yeah. That's all I got. See you guys outside the cage.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys back Friday. And, get our picks out to you. Peace. It wasn't too bad.